It is 6:30 this morning. We are continuing to follow that breaking news. Lonas Drive in West Knoxville is closed as crews work to put out a fire at the former El Tipico restaurant.
Crews have been fighting this fire for hours this morning. That's where we find our Jared Austin live. He's been on the scene for a while. Jared, what's the latest so far?
Yeah, the latest is that this road at Lonas Drive near Hollywood Road is going to be closed likely for 2 more hours because fire officials say they're still finding a lot of hot spots inside the building, even though it appears the smoke and the flames are kind of gone from this point. We'll show you this area right now. You can still see fire officials working on the roof of the building right now, trying to open it up a little bit more. Now, we do want to show you some pictures from earlier this morning at just around 3 a.m. as well. You can see a lot more of the flames and the smoke coming from this area has died down quite a bit. You can still see a little bit of smoke, and they do again say they're still fighting some hot spots inside. Now, fire officials do say that this building was vacant at the time. You can see the sign up there saying it was for lease. They also say that the owner hadn't been at this building in a day, and they do expect this building to be at a total loss. So if you do plan on having Lonas Drive as your commute, you're likely going to have to wait a little bit because it's going to be at least 2 more hours until this road opens up, guys.
And Jared, they were out there since 3 o'clock this morning. Is the fire completely out now?
So they want to say yes, but they're still fighting some hot spots inside the building. You don't see any flames on the exterior, but they say it's still really hot inside, so they're going to continue to monitor that as we move forward.
All right, Jared, thanks for that information.
All right, we do want to now get to Whitney Turner. She's got the latest in our first alert traffic and how to get around this area.
Yeah, here's a closer look at that road closure. This is Lonas Drive. It's closed between Hollywood Road and Hope Way right now. If you are in the area, Kim Watt Drive and Paper Mill Drive are going to be your alternate routes. We'll keep you updated on when this roadway can get opened, but again, avoid the area if possible. Use Kim Watt Drive and Paper Mill Drive instead. Right now, getting out the door, you want to be mindful of those slick spots. We had that overturned vehicle over on I-40 eastbound in Jefferson County. Crews wrapping up construction and that incident there. Taking a look at I-75 north of I-640, we do have a disabled vehicle in the right-hand shoulder, and we've got those slick roadways.
Whitney, thank you. We do want to get to Chief Meteorologist Heather Haley. Good news for those fighting the fires is that rain is in our area this morning, but there's also some ice to worry about from other parts of East Tennessee.
Yeah, big story there. But of course, the first alert forecast, we were talking about this rain to ice line. So right on track, and we're also on track for this to continue to drop off. So yes, there are some rain showers that can actually just keep smoke trapped down low at the ground too. So things can look smokier in the area because of these rain showers as well. Now it's 36 in Knoxville, which is why it's rain, 40 in Newport to 36 in Kingston, but then 30 Crossville to Oneida to 33 Middlesboro. So that's why patches of ice are possible along the plateau to the Tennessee-Kentucky line. Now on Loop, you can see we actually had more of those wintry mixed showers north. They're falling back. We had more rain earlier. It's falling back. So at the moment, you've still got some freezing rain potential. That means it's falling as rain, and then it's just cold enough at the ground in Crossville to parts of Fentress County to Morgan County to Northwest Anderson, South Scott. That's where you could still have some new patches of ice actively developing, South Campbell County included. Then we've got some on and off light to moderate rain throughout the southern to central valley here up through northeast Tennessee, some light rain showers as well. So wet streets to potential patches of ice as you're trying to get out the door. Just make sure everybody's all bundled up though, because we'll taper off these showers and be left with a chill. I've got one more batch of rain to track for you coming up.
Heather, thanks. 6:33. Right now, 98 people are cited for a cockfighting ring in Union County.
The animal rights group Showing Animals Respect and Kindness, also known as SHARK, filmed drone video of a cockfighting operation on Little River Road and showed it to the sheriff. Along the road, you can see chickens and roosters tied up and caged in front yards. Neighbors who didn't want to be identified say cockfighting's been going on for decades in that area. They tell us upwards of $100,000 is gambled every other weekend when they meet. In the process, they believe hundreds of birds have died over the years.
But these guys don't have the guts, frankly, to grab a pair of knives and get in a pit and fight it out. I wish they would. Frankly, I wish they would. I wish these guys weren't such cowards that they'll sit around a ring and watch animals do it. Chickens on top of that. Come on, man, get a life.
Well, those 98 will be in court in March. Tennessee is one of 8 states where cockfighting is not a felony. It's a misdemeanor. As for the birds, the Humane Society didn't have the space to take them, so they were given back to their owners.
A deadly amount of fentanyl is off the streets after a drug bust at a Greyhound bus stop. Agents from TBI and the DEA arrested 26-year-old Jasmine Johnson. Police say they spotted Johnson getting off a Greyhound bus in East Knoxville with a black duffel bag. She used a rideshare service after getting off the bus, and police pulled the car over for speeding. Police say they found nearly 3 pounds of fentanyl and more than a pound of meth in Johnson's bag. She's charged with possession with intent to distribute controlled substances. And in this criminal complaint, police say they know Greyhound has been a means of drug trafficking. The arresting officer wrote, quote, "Based on my experience with other investigations and the experience of other officers at the KCSO, I know that individuals have used the Greyhound bus system as a means of transporting illegal narcotics from Detroit, Michigan for distribution in Knoxville, Tennessee, and have done so for many years. We've reached out to Greyhound for comment and have not heard back."
TennCare reviews who's eligible for health care coverage every year, but that's been on pause since the pandemic. Now that's changing this year. An estimated 350,000 people on TennCare could lose coverage this spring. Representatives for TennCare told lawmakers it's a normal process.
We haven't done this in 3 years, and so that creates some complexities for our team and for the members that we serve. But I can say with every confidence that Tennessee is well positioned to go through this process.
Well, typically people roll off the Medicaid program because they find employment and are no longer financially qualified or forget to renew their plans. TennCare says you should make sure they have your correct contact information, because if they can't reach you, they'll disqualify you. The process starts April 1st. Hundreds of families in East Tennessee will soon get more support and help them get ahead in life.
$25 million will be spent over 3 years through the United Way of Greater Knoxville. The $25 million grant is from the U.S. Department of Human Services and is called the East Tennessee Collaborative. The grant will place mentors with the United Way to work with 600 families in East Tennessee. The money, will help with career opportunities, social support, and will help fill the gap with people who make just over the limit for food stamps, but not enough to live without help.
Through the use of transitional benefits, we'll be able to kind of buffer that experience. And so we really feel like between investing in people's social capital with relationship with those mobility mentors and providing funds to help people reach their goals, we're going to be able to help them become self-sufficient.
United Way is teaming up with the Boys and Girls Clubs, YMCA, YWCA, Knox Urban League, and Centro Hispano to help get this support and coverage to as many people as possible.
Well, it's something you probably noticed on your electric bill. The cost of power is up big. Tennessee is ranked among the top 10 states with the highest estimated monthly electric bill. According to the U.S. Energy Information Administration, Tennessee comes in 6th with an average just under $166 a month. Prices are up 25% since August of 2021.
It is 6:37. State-of-the-art technology being built right here in East Tennessee, and it could make it easier to call 911. We'll explain.